Monster Cat, we thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, buckle your seatbelts. This could be the final game that we have to bestow upon you today. Secret SFTesports, the best of 5 grand final showdown. Winner going to ESL Hamburg. Loser going home. I'm Zyori, joined again by Trent. Trent, how we feeling here coming into this fabulous Game 3?
What if they're already at home? Then where do they go? Ever think of that? Genius.
Oh,
huh?
Bested again.
Yeah. Got him, guys.
Dumbass.
Easy peasy. Much like it's been for Secret, at least so far.
Yeah, we've gone back to this point a couple of times, but it hasn't been a super blowout of a series. I was just talking to Brax, and he was saying like the exact kind of thing that we did, where you can just see the difference. You know, there comes this point in the game where Secret just has control of the map. They have control of the movements, and you know, they know how to gather information. I feel like that is the one TLDR if you had to sum it up in a phrase.
Yeah.
Both games now. You've had Yapsor out there on the Nyx Assassin just scouting ahead, and sure, maybe he dies 6 times, 8 times, 10 times, but the value that they get out of that intel to allow the rest of their team to spread around the map, to allow that anti-mage to safely split push because they have eyes on the Faceless Void, it's a worthy sacrifice. Like, they've proved that 2 games in a row now. I'm curious to see what they'll do without the Nyx Assassin at their disposal, because the last SFT has picked it up.
Yeah, we said it before, but it just looks like Pile I Die, man. That's what his job always used to be.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at here once again. The Bounty Hunter Rubik picked up instantaneously once they've lost that Nyx Assassin. So we've been talking about the Bounty Hunter a lot today, and finally we're going to get it. That'll be for Puppy. And then the Rubik for Yapsor. So both supports revealed right away, and Secret have the final pick, though. So that means that they have to pick one more core. It'll be their offlaner, more than likely. And then the counter picks begin. And that'll continue right to the end when they finally, more than likely, figure out what mid-one's hero will be for that kind of perfect matchup to close out Game 3.
Yeah, you know, and at this point, though, I have to say I'm almost a little surprised to see SFT go back to the Necro. In some ways, I think it says, hey, guys, we know we weren't out-drafted. We're comfortable with our heroes. We just need to execute better. You know, that's sort of what this says to me, but also Necro just feels very controllable. It's like he's one of those heroes that everybody knows if you leave him unchecked, if he just starts picking up kill after kill with Reaper's Scythe, he becomes a nightmare to deal with. So what do? Just put a little bit of extra pressure on him early. He's super weak in the laning stage. He's squishy before level 6. We've seen Diffusal Blades. We've seen Shadow Demons. There are absolutely plenty of tools in the arsenal to deal with the Necro foes. And now that we're at what could be the last game in the series, part of me wants to say I'd like to see them switch it up a little bit. Maybe try something, another tool in their arsenal, huh?
Well, they had one of their tools used against them quite well last game in the Thompson Monkey King. The Thompson Arc Warden is still out there. Maybe that'll be a possibility. Might be time to start digging that stuff out of the closet, try and find victory. But those kind of strategies don't sound too good against the way that Secret play. Like if you're trying to split push and rat and stuff like that, it doesn't feel like the way to go. I kind of agree that if they have any hope, it should be at trying to find that early timing and nail it. Like get every step correct and don't let them get into this late game. I mean, obviously that's where Secret's winning, right? They just have this insane mid-game control and you can't beat it and we go late. So either fully commit to late game 100%, just say, all right, we're going to try and beat some of the smartest minds in Dota at late game, which probably isn't a good idea, or we have to try and like get this cheese kind of strat, really early pressure going with the Drow strat. And it didn't work game 1. Game 2 was kind of more mid-game oriented with the Chronos and the Troll. So now do we try and aim for the same timing? Do we go a little bit sooner? Those are the tough questions they need to ask here.
Yeah. It is a conundrum because you're right. You don't really want to go late game against Secret if you had a choice. But when you pick up Troll and Void, the game where they looked like they had the most opportunities to win, it was because of that late game potential. And they executed with late game heroes very well throughout the mid game with a lot of really good Chronosphere rotations. So it's, you know, pick your poison. You know, what is the perfect draft against Secret? Is that...
How about Poisonous Pugna? So we're getting here. Oh, they are going to do the Doom. Okay, so now that's interesting. So they're not ready to commit for the Pugna this early. This is going to be the Fata hero, then I guess because it is their second pick, right? They want all the counter picks against all these cores. So
right.
Doom counters the Necrophos, and then we'll see the next hero, and then this will probably be the 5 roll for SFT, but still, the Doom is so strong. But Fata's been playing like what so far today? He played the Pugna, and he played the Queen of Pain. I was expecting more like the Puck or something, like these kind of classic Fata mid heroes, but it's finally time to see him play a real offlaner here, it would look like.
Yeah. I mean, what's the go-to build for Doom right now in that kind of a scenario? Is it similar to the Underlord? You just go auras, kind of utility-based items?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Depending
sense.
on the game, you buy like a Blink or something, or a couple, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm in
Classic
on that.
Doom.
Yeah. Okay. A blast from the past. On Devour, it just feels like that spell has been buffed time and time again. So a lot of options, right? Still very good at those early rotations. Still does a lot of damage. Cool. And Clockwork for SFT. So what do we think here? Is this a support clock, right? Position 4, is that the likely assumption?
I think it might be offlane, and the next assassin will be the 4.
Okay.
Oh, man. That hero made it through again? Oh, jeez.
Bananamancer.
Why is he there? Why is he here? All right. Ace Veno. And now mid 1 just plays some stupid hero that you can't kill or catch or something.
And what's even better about this trend is that Rubik is one of the better counter picks against the Venomancer. You get the null field, mitigate some of his damage. You can steal Plague Wards. It's pretty obnoxious. That's not an option. They're going to be on the same team, and there it is, buddy. The Arc Warden. So
it's time. They're pulling it out.
If they can't do it with this, this is the time. You're in your what could be the final game. You absolutely need a win to stay alive in the series. Pull out that pocket ace, baby.
You just go for it.
10 seconds remaining.
So what is when you see an Arc Warden picked like this, what are like your top couple suggestions in terms of drafting solutions?
Well, it feels like everything Secret does, right? Controlling lanes, figuring out where he's going to be, deep dives. Super early pressure is really effective against Arc Warden. There was a game, if you guys caught it, I'm sure you might have seen some subreddit posts, but the RTZ Arc Warden didn't go too well the other night. They got owned that last game. LVT, Leviathan, Dota finally did it. Took down old EG, and RTZ had an awful time in the early game. Like, he was just getting beat down. This Ursa, I don't know where his farm came from. It came out of somewhere, but this Ursa came out of the mid lane with like no last hits at first. He was getting dominated, but he found some gold in the jungle, and then he just hunted Arc Warden over and over. Thompson has recovered from that before. Some of their games, I think it was against OG, where they had this issue. Oh no, it was against Kingwin. He went down mega early. He had no last hits. It was 2 last hits to 20 some on a Viper.
Wow.
But just falling into the jungle, getting the Midas, you can just so quickly get that gold back. And it was the same strategy where they had this Clockwork there on the side, and they just kind of played it out with Clock in the core role with the Night Stalker to boot. So it's probably going to be core Clockwork, and they banned the Xiaosham. That was the 5th role support they had in that same game.
I was just going to say, I really like this 5th ban. It's scary coupling that with an Arc Warden, and now the Broodmother that we've talked about earlier in this series will make an appearance as the 5th ban from SFT. So what do they want here? Yeah, the Arc Warden power curve. Sorry?
Jakiro, probably.
Jakiro. Yeah, that's another good pusher.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, he's a weird hero right now. He's a difficult dude.
His power curve reminds me of like a more extreme Wraith King a little bit, where he's like really good at the beginning. He's an amazing laner, and then you have this window in the mid game where you're farming well, but you're not really ready to fight. And you've got your Midas, maybe you've got your BOTs, a core item after that, and then he just swings back towards the late game. All of a sudden, he gets like 3 items. You're like, holy shit, where did this guy come from? From all that compounding Midas
TPing
farm.
On you, and you just die, and you don't really know what's happening.
So, good call. There's the Jakiro. So, a lot of pushing power for this team, and that's just the way the hero works. So for Secret, that'll be the time to strike, and they pick up the anti-mage.
The unkillable hero that you just can't grab. Like,
wow.
That's going to be the final pick here from Secret. It's not going to be mid. Well, it might be mid 1 playing it, but I assume it's going to be mid 1 Veno instead. But this is all that we wanted, right? Maybe it will be a mid 1 AM. I don't know. I feel like that's more of a mid 1 hero, and Veno is just a really nice ace hero.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see momentarily.
I mean, we just had mid one playing Monkey King in the off lane, so who knows?
Yeah, a lot of flexibility across this team's secret. And it's Ace that grabs the anti-mage. Mid one grabs the Veno. So there you go. It'll be Ace once again playing Andy Mage.
Yeah, he did play well, for sure.
And it is the off-lane clock. So Nikwa rocking the set that won the cosplay contest at this last international.
Ah, that's right.
Very nice. Well done, Ellie. Yep. But off-lane clockwork. So again, almost a kind of blast from the past. He used to be no roll but 3, and then he sort of switched to no roll but 4, and now it seems clock is back to this kind of 3.5. I can play either. I'm a nice little flex pick, so I'm excited. It seems like Nikwa in general has just been playing a lot of these more like classic offlaners, where these games we find ourselves saying, "Hi, is it going to be offlane Necro? That's a little bit weird." Okay, it's offlane Necro. Nikwa's confident. Same thing with his clockwork here.
Yeah, he's been one of the driving forces for this lineup, honestly. I think I said
I nailed
one
the
of the other. We had him one of the other games. I said the last time I saw Nikwa playing this well, he got kicked. Of course, he had that lovely stint in Alliance and that famous PPD tweet of just like, "Don't worry, they won't win anything without you." And well, we know how that went. So,
yep,
Nikwa, just nice to have him back.
Yeah,
and Poppy's doing that scout. Oh, did he see him though? I believe they saw him. It was hard to tell.
Yeah.
I
think he might have been fogged.
I think that was Nikwa pinging himself, yeah.
So
he knows that Bounty Hunter's there's either a ward up here, probably, if he went like over here, did it, or there's going to be a ward here. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. All right.
That's a bit tough. I mean, that's one of the big benefits of Bounty Hunter is these early warding games that have become so crucial in competitive games. Bounty Hunter just has a big edge up on most people, much like Ricky, of course. But we don't get to see the hero too much. I mean, that guy just stays invisible while he plants wards, which is just OP as hell. But
yeah.
Can I get a Banana Mancer taunt mid one? Oh, he doesn't have the taunt? All right, someone get that thing gifted ASAP.
Twitch chat, we have a mission. We have a mission.
Like that is that's a problem.
If there is not a banana
I'm watching
taunt.
Pexu doing the dance over here on the Jakiro. Great taunt, by the way. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, look, there he is.
Oh, it's a nice one. But like, how is there not a Banana Mancer being dropped here? And oh, is this really gonna? So we are getting the AM mid. So I like this. I think this is the right call. But it's still not gonna be mid one. No, I was looking forward to a mid one AM. Not gonna lie, but
well,
Ace well earned. After
yeah. Speaking even more to the flexibility of Team Secret.
Yep.
I'm excited to see how this goes. It is a really interesting mix of players on the Dire squad, though, because it's Illidan, I think, is the only Russian player, even though it's a Russian org, and everyone else is either Finnish or I think one of them's Norwegian. Here we go, though. Puppy actually gets stunned mid. A little exchange back and forth, but yeah, it's cool that we are seeing that for the first time in Dota, this truly global, I mean, Secret, one of the earlier teams to start mixing the regions together. But
yeah, it's true.
It's very interesting. It's cool to see the clash of styles, right? I remember Too Good used to say like 2 or 3 years ago, if I could only have one piece of information about a team to try to tell you what their play style might be like, I would want to know what region they're from. Because that's one of the most telling things. Are they a CIS team? Are they a Southeast Asian team? And now it's broken wide open. You don't really have these same barriers drawn. It's just really cool. Up top.
It's nice the game's still in a spot, though, where we have like a big hero pool difference based on regions for sure. Because this Clockwork, it's all over Europe. I've seen it first phase banned in a lot of games in Europe. When I go to other regions, and there's just no Clockwork. No one cares. No one runs him position 4. No one runs him off lane. And I've seen him dominate some of these Europe games, so I'm convinced. Hero seems good.
Oh, yeah.
Illidan. He's feeling the pain right now from his mana burn, though.
Yep, Ace going to be able to blink back. He'll be just fine. Clockwork has always been one of those heroes, though, with a huge skill ceiling. If you can find those solo kills and those hook shots and set up for your team, I don't know if there's ever really a meta where Clockwork can't work at all if you have a really competent clock player. I'm with you on that one, buddy.
He's got big play potential once you have the 4-staff, especially.
Yep. Cutting his way through the trees here. I like the use of the Quelling Blade. Super smart. Knowing that he's not going to have a great lane presence just allows him to leech XP, stay in position, do little things like this.
Didn't get the mana burn off, though.
Yeah.
And if he wasn't planning on mana burn, then he definitely needed mana for battery assault. Doesn't end up working out too well for him, but
yeah. Well, has the right idea. I guess the execution there leaves something to be desired, but I still like the Quelling Blade, Trent. It doesn't change the decision.
Be interesting to see if mid one ends up like getting this sort of a wall of wards thing going that Nikwa himself had before. And Nikwa should be pretty well versed, at least in terms of how Necro wants to play the lane.
Puppy,
Puppy
dusted.
looking to be first blood.
Yeah, I think so. Thompson on his way in, and Puppy with no options here. They will let the hero actually grab that bonus gold. Pretty good. Flux, that's the name of that Arc Warden Q. The Flux.
Oh, yeah. The Flux. Magnetic
flux
Field, Spark Wraith. These are some good names, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Tempest Double.
The Tempest Double.
Spark Wraith. You think Zet's here? That, the Reddit guy?
Sorry?
The guy posts in every single thread about Arc Warden. He's usually in chat whenever Arc Warden gets picked. He must really like Thompson.
Wow.
He's probably hanging around. I haven't opened chat in a while, though. Speaking of which, did you do the overlays and stuff?
I did. I actually mentioned I nailed it, but you weren't listening. Thompson.
Sorry. I never listen.
Soon to be killed. Good night, sweet Arc Warden. 1-1. Nice rotation, though. Puppy finds some vengeance.
Doom's a great hero for early rotations to come in on, because you feel like you can pressure him or something, but he picks up this aura. He can have various abilities kind of based on who his allies are in the game.
Yeah.
And some of those auras are pretty helpful when you have 3 heroes. You know,
the Satyr Tormentor.
Or something.
Oh, it's sick, dude. 6 HP regen. Not a lot of mana to use Shockwave, but it is only 100, so viable for Doom to be able to use it at least once, maybe, to finish off somebody if they're running away.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do. Like, oftentimes you'll have teams block out that camp, so the Doom can't feast off it, and he's always forced to go back if he doesn't get the thing that he wants at first, but it's, I don't know, it's a lot of investment, and obviously they didn't go for it this game, so he kind of has free choice. Look how tanky he feels with that aura. I think he might be incorrect. Oh, over the body block from Yapsor!
Whoa!
Kind of felt like it might have been his fault.
Yeah, sorry. I was not expecting that one. I caught the very tail end of it, but Doom will take a tumble down bottom as well. Mid one may be in trouble. Cogs come out. Nikwa's got the battery assault this time, but creeps nearby absorbing some of the damage. He's completely blocked in, and mid one will fall.
Oh, and then they get Yapsor. He sticks around up top. Let's say he got kind of pushed back into the trees or something with the rat plays that were coming.
Whoa. Okay. Well, things are erupting all over the place here, Trent, and the Dire, they come out swinging.
You can't hide in the trees from Arc Warden, that's for sure. Very obnoxious hero.
Oh, Fada, he gets fluxed. Peksu slows him down with a dual breath. Man, these slows are disgusting. Nice shockwave from Fada. He is starting to regen up. Puppy now rotating in. This could still turn for Secret. Another set of dual breath will connect onto Fada, but Thompson goes in too deep, and he gets killed. That second shockwave is enough. Peksu on the run. Yapsor, he's got a Fade Bolt, but it's not going to be enough. Secret, keep Fata alive and bring down the Arc Warden. It is a bloodbath.
That salve. I don't know if it came from Yapsor or if it came from Fata, but either one, whoever popped the thing on Doom, big plays, because they just about gave even more over to this Arc Warden.
Yep. So
I think he's got enough already.
Mid one now. He's going to move into the mid. Looks like he could get ganked as STST. Goes for the pump fake. Mid one. He's juking. He's jiving. Can they find this stun? He has to go left when the tower's right. Nyx. He can't get it. He can't get it. He's trying. He's having a party. He finds it. Mid one. He's in big trouble. The right clicks will be there, and Illidan finds credit for the kill. A noble effort, but now Yapsor, the janitor, he wants to try to clean this up. Illidan is starting to regenerate, but Puppy, he's inbound as well. They bring down the bug, and now the Necro may be in trouble. He does have a Reaper's Scythe, still hanging on to the salve, but 50 HP. He does walk away.
Yeah, it's a good thing it was him who got the kill. And not the Nyx Assassin, or he would be quite dead.
Uh-oh, the slows. The shuriken. Not going to be enough, but wow. This is one action-packed game here, Trent. Lots of blood shed, and it is the Dire holding on to a small net worth lead here out of this laning stage as Ace now takes the bottom lane against Nikwa. Much more difficult matchup for the Clockwork. Not really much he can do without mana. However, it does allow him to get some farm with that poor man's shield. So kind of a double-edged sword there.
Yeah, I think Ace is going to be very happy with the situation. He's a giant stack here, so he can just keep killing waves, keep pulling that in.
Yeah. And
plenty of gold will be coming his way.
But Nikwa just wants experience more than anything else right now, and he is really close to level 6. So, per usual, all about these early rotations with Clock.
They have an Ivis rune on STST here.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to do the dance of his people this time. Try and get the stun on mid one, but it runs out. Not going to be able to set anything up there. No, even with the scythe, they don't feel comfortable enough trying to find a pick.
There is a sentry ward here. Puppy needs to be a little careful. He also gets dusted in very deep, and that'll be a dead bounty hunter. They catch him.
Level 6 Arc Warden.
Yep, Tempest doubles up.
He's about to have Midas, too. The richest man on the board by a good chunk, about 500 gold ahead of his own Necrophos.
Yeah, this is actually pretty scary for Secret. I mean, again, we talked about that window, but at this rate, it's going to be a pretty small window to jump through. And I don't know if you're aware, Trent, but Doom has a pretty rotund behind.
Does he?
Oop.
Goodness.
Well, he's going to use it to try to finish off this Jakiro. Nice Ice Path buys him some time, but Doom, he'll have the Shockwave if he needs
Hadouken!
it. Oh, Peksu. 24 HP will get burned down. Now Fada stuck inside the cogs. I think this Doom is done for. He's got no armor. Those tower shots hurt. And it's a nice rotation from Nikwa. Now back towards mid. It's mid one. In some trouble. STST again. The pump fake, but the Reaper's Scythe sets up the kill, though does not add the additional time on the respawn. Illidan going to be able to stand his ground. Compliments of that regen as there are some rotations from Secret. This Nyx Assassin, man. This is one frustrating game for this poor Scarab.
It's a mana-saving tactic, dude. He's just making them dance. He's just like, look, I can delay. It's like my stun lasts 3 seconds longer because the Veno just wiggles back and forth over and over.
Yeah.
It's a strat.
It's true. Veno has that tail, so it's kind of hard to see where the hitbox is. He's done well with it, though. For what it's worth, not many whiffed stuns. Some legit pump fake action.
Probably get some good vision down. Pink just pinged him, though. Jakiro did. Okay, yeah, they saw that.
Yeah, ward right here.
Yeah, the tower?
Just about to expire.
Yeah, but he was invis when we went through there.
Oh, was it the tower that saw him? It's a weird misplay.
I'm pretty sure he goofed, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'll happen.
But he does get another ward. However, they're probably going to know, like, what's the next rotation for a bounty hunter, especially if he suddenly harasses here. But...
True. They could try to set something up on mid. That's an observer for the Dire, but Illidan pulled back. He's doomed. They are pretty committed here. STST does use the Carapace to set up a stun. Puppy trying to follow up onto Illidan. Still a lot of time left on Doom. Maybe they can get the deny. Fada trying to finish him off with the Hadouken. He gets it. Very nicely done. Almost a deny, but Yapzor, he'll fall on the backside. Nikwa locks him in the cogs. Battery assault as Fata tries to run away. They'll go support for core. Secret pretty happy with that exchange.
The little pincer, just enough.
That was pretty damn close, I have to admit.
He was just like, coming down, but that Shockwave, man, just enough speed on it. Crazy.
Up top, a little bit of split push, but a rotation from the Tempest double. It'll buy him a little bit of time. Ace will be happy to finish that off, take the extra money.
Oh, meanwhile, top lane.
Yeah, my bad. They go 1 for 1. Now Thompson trying to TP home, and he'll make it. Fada, no way to interrupt. Oof. Sorry.
Good sense to know the Infernal Blade was down. Yeah, I didn't realize either. I mean, you see the clone go down, you assume nothing's happening top.
Yeah.
Pretty natural. I mean, you just... I hope you got to see the mana void onto the Tempest double. That was pretty funny.
Jebaited the casters, yeah.
He owned that thing.
In some ways, it's sort of worth it, though, right? The Tempest double is 180 gold. It's pretty significant. It's almost a hero kill.
I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
What about Yapzor this game? I haven't really talked about his steals. The Jakiro was picked into the Rubik. That's nice. One of the better steals in the game. For now, he's going to grab Flare, level 2. Yep. Cleans up the wave with it. One of the greedier bounty Rubiks you're ever going to meet in Yapzor. So
probably.
He wants some gold.
Trent, silly but still curious mechanics question. Do Rubik steals take
always awful
talent tree things? So if Clockwork gets the 75 rocket flare damage and then you steal it, does the rocket you steal get that 75 extra damage?
It's one of those weird things where like certain talents apply and certain ones don't. Why do you ask me these things?
I don't know, because I have general curiosities and want the world to...
As far as I know, I don't think those ones do.
Okay, those
In fact, I'm pretty sure most talents don't add, if not all. But then there's always something that I'm just like, oh, well, that one is different because...
Ooh, Puppy got a courier.
So I'm pretty sure that talent should not add the damage. It should just be your own different rocket flare.
I'm honestly curious. I don't think I ever knew that mechanic one way or the other. I never had a discussion with somebody about it. So Twitch chat, please feel free to educate us. I'm quite curious. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, though, Illidan initiated upon. Doom comes out. and the Necro is on the run. I think he's destined to die here no matter what. It's more, can they find a deny? And they won't. Mana Void to take him out in style. Another high-value target kill here for Team Secret, but it's not done yet. STST trying to run around the tree line. He does Vendetta. He does have phase, unit walking, so to speak, while he's in Vendetta, so he just scurries away. No problem.
All right, 100% talents do not go on spell save.
Okay, well, thanks, Trent.
So let me just define myself here.
Mid one, he pops the ult. Is he going to be able to find something here? It does not look like it. Does some decent damage, but they're all going to TP home. Meanwhile, down bottom, Nikwa and STST could be in some trouble. Ace kind of in an awkward spot, but he blinks up to the high ground. Spike Carapace used. They split the directions. Looks like Nikwa might be able to make it out, but STST won't be so lucky. Fata, very speedy here. He popped a drum charge, but won't be able to close the gap. So multiple fights breaking out, and both sides finding a kill.
So at this point, we're basically even in terms of overall net worth. Same thing with the experience. Question is, what happens next in our current game plan? Necrophos gets a nice little boost at level 10. One of the better talents, gets a plus 40 damage. Pretty huge. Helps them push down this tower a little bit. Also punching that low armor Doom, but they won't find a hook into the Doom. And now Rubik's coming saying, oh, give me that hook shot, give me that hook shot. He isn't flared yet, I don't think.
Nope, he hasn't.
Better hide yourself. Oh, he's just going to steal the Death Pulse instead.
Yeah, always a good steal. Sentry Ward on the backside. Puppy needs to be a little bit careful, but he is scouting out Nikwa. They know the hook shot's down, so not too scared of a clockwork on the high ground like this. A lot of scouting potential. STST on the back line. Goes in onto Yap Store. Connects on the stun, but where's the follow-up? He does get scythed, and it's a kill. Vale makes that nice and easy.
Or there's like big turnaround potential with the Nyx stun if you're playing Rubik too. So TPs can come through, they're both stunned up, and suddenly you lose a fight that looks like a sure win.
Oh, I think Puppy's dead. Stuck inside of the cogs. Throws a shuriken.
Will the Prowler clean up Nikwa is the question.
Tower getting siege. This is such an awkward fight. Very spread out. Venomancer just split pushing up top. The tier 1 falls, and Fata still pressing forward. He's got stick charges, does have Doom. It doesn't really look like the best window, so we will just back off. Veno was able to finish off that tower. So not too bad. Really a fairly even exchange, all things considered.
I would say pretty damn good for SFT. Although Secret does get the deny down bottom, Thompson was down here farming. So yeah, the Animage, on the other hand, had gone mid. So a little bit of a disadvantage for him.
Battle Fury is up, though, so AM will start to play some catch-up. Arc Warden, he's gone for the Maelstrom, so BOT is going to be on the horizon next. Very close. And that's when he really starts to take off as well. It's the Midas plus the BOT combo. Mid one.
I think Jakiro's been doing pretty well this game, though, in terms of a hero pick.
Yeah.
Good counter initiation. Good long-range combos up with someone like the Nyx Assassin, too. And you hit like a 2-man stun, can go into a 2-man Ice Path or something, and I like his skill build, too, but he's going to be required here as they chase down the Venom.
Oh,
got him.
Hook shot off the mark, actually flies into the creeps. Mid one does still ult quite a few heroes, and that hook shot, I think, will secure the kill onto Nikwa as he's now isolated from the rest of his team. Kind of awkward, and this Nyx needs to be careful. He's going to survive. Okay, he had the stick charges. But now Fata, he has a Doom. He puts it onto Illidan, goes in onto the Jakiro. Fata has no fear. It's a double kill with the Hadouken. And on the other side, it's Yapsor that'll finish off STST. Now Puppy joins the party, gets the track, and Illidan will be chased down and brought down. A triple kill for Fata.
Now, was that only one track, I think, for that?
I think one track.
Yes, only one track.
I counted Singleton.
That is the big problem, though, right? If we're going to start having mid-game fights, if you're going to have your AM on one side and my Arc Warden on the other, and our other 8 heroes in the game are just going to fight, we're going to come out on top on Secret. We've got Bounty Hunter. Hey, we're going to be tracking you guys. We're going to make some money.
What do you think about this medallion pickup on Andy Mage?
Oh, that's a pretty cool one. Nice way to accelerate. Decent against the Arc Warden, I guess, because of all the right clicks and stuff, but he tends to build into pretty heavy magic damage.
I mean, Arc Warden does have low armor, so if you break him, it puts him in the negatives. That's
really cheap evasion up against the Arc Warden too.
That's an
really
interesting choice.
Grab. I've seen a couple of them lately. Medallions on just like random heroes. It tends to be when you're behind and feel like you're not farming as fast as you should be able to, but Maybe Ace really likes the idea of having like the mana regen as they do bring out Pexu quickly top. That's a whole fight.
This is brutal. They've already lost one. Nequa hook shots in, but Illidan very low. A stolen Reaper's Scythe. Yapzor chops his head off. Mary Poppins all the way down. They lose Puppey on the backside, but it's a 1 for 2, and now Nequa in no man's land. Caught by the Venomous Gale, tries to break it up with the cogs, but Yapzor's here. He's got him with the telekinesis. It's a 1 for 3. And that'll be the end of it. It was a 4v5 anti-mage, happy as a clam, just farming down bottom. It's a big win for Secret.
Right, humongous. Track gold, track gold, track gold. Bounty Hunter goes down, but the tracks were already out.
Mm-hmm.
And the -1 blink cooldown onto Ace 2. So he's extra fast across the map. And with them pushing with all these auras, Doom went for the Shadow Blade. He didn't build the Solar Crest or anything. And then we have the Bounty Hunter going straight into the Guardian Greaves, kind of that classic Bounty Hunter build as of late.
Yeah.
So this gives a good reason to have the Medallion, right? Now he can help out for the actual Roshing when they want it.
Ace finishes off that tier 1 mid. Easy tower push there. It's about a 5k net worth lead for Secret. That gold graph is just an upward spiral.
Oh, they found the real Arc Warden, and they have Doom.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
You are doomed. Hookshot misses.
Another hookshot off the mark. You know, we kind of hyped up Nequa, and I don't know if there's just too much pressure or what.
Oh,
but
there's no time for this, Andrew. Top lane.
Yep. Illidan initiated on. Ace goes in first. Caught by the Ice Path, but now mid one with the follow-up. Telekinesis. STST on the way. Now the Veil on the other side. Both sides are veiled up.
They have a Scythe back now on the Rubik if they chase. And
Jesus. Puppey sniped another courier.
Yeah. I think he sniped like 4 or 5 the other day in his Bounty Hunter game. It was actually insane.
And he's
still
been dusted
up.
Dude, like the amount of value that he is getting out of this right now. Two heroes chasing him. A dust and the bounty kill, or the courier kill, and he still doesn't die. He's good. He's good. And hook shots on cooldown. Oh my god, it's insane.
Meanwhile, back top lane, they're still waiting with this site. They want to try and find something. With the Veil, there's a lot of damage here.
There sure is. Mid one needs to be kind of careful. Level 2 ultimate. He's going to get Reaper's Scythe. It's not enough. He will get off the Poison Nova, but no follow-up kills will come.
Yeah, Yapzor just wants a different spell, so he throws out the Scythe and grabs the Impale the second he sees it cast. Probably the best spell in this game for him, honestly.
Yeah. That whole cast point thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty solid.
He'll be very happy when he gets Ice Paths as well, but with that only level 2, I'd probably rather have the Impale until we start fighting Roche. That's when you can just stand a million miles away and keep spamming perfect Ice Paths throughout the entire fight.
Yep. Puppey looking for a Force Staff. That'll be a big item pickup against the Clockwork, of course. Necro has actually picked one up on the other side. Little mobility tool for him. Feels like this Arc Warden really hasn't taken off, though. A couple of setbacks, and now Topson, I mean, he's still top of the net worth chart, but Anti-Mage starting to surpass him. Looking at his inventory, there's going to be Mjolnir coming out, but nothing right now that makes this Arc Warden feel overtly scary.
Yeah, the Mjolnir is definitely pretty terrifying, though, honestly.
Is
like
it?
this, yeah. If you're playing a support and you're trying to, you know how you play like some support and there's this lane for you, and you're like, oh, sick man, why don't you go get some gold down there so you can buy some more wards? That would be awesome. And then you're just down there farming this ward, or farming this wave for some wards, and suddenly the clone comes in and just 3-shots you with Mjolnir. It's pretty depressing.
Okay, all right.
All right, double scouting happening here.
Illidan, he gets doomed. Now the hook shot from Nequa stops Fada dead in his tracks, but he'll be pushed out. He's on the run. Fada goes down first. Puppey trying to stack up some tracks, but he's going to get dusted. He'll be caught by the Ice Path, and now on the run. Turns to throw one more track. These shurikens actually stacking up, and they'll bring down Nequa. Illidan's rejoined the party as the Doom is expired. Yule's Scepter slows him down, but Puppey, caught by the Reaper's Scythe, will be executed. Ace trying to decide if he wants to fight this or farm. Pinging back and forth, he will head back to farming. Mid one now on the backside, just too far forward, and this fight will end poorly.
Ace, he wants that dunk
Team
on the
Secret.
Necrophos.
Ace, though, maybe he can come pop it. There it is. The Pinata's there with the Mana Void. He gets one, maybe two. STST does use the Spike Carapace. Courier flying around. The Courier goes down. No items, but Illidan gets the extra cash, and Ace just goes back to farming the neutrals.
Yeah, he got the Manta delivered, but
yeah.
It still felt like a win for the Dire. Yeah, it was indeed. A little bit disappointing when AM shows up and does that to you and kills your Jakiro, but lots of gold onto the Necrophos. 802.
Oh, no scythe.
No scythe here, though.
Yeah, okay.
There was potential for staff play, Nick stun, but Ace is a bit too quick.
Well, that hook shot was pretty nice, though. Maybe the best one we've seen this game, just to break up that little fight. Remember, that whole thing started with what seemed like a good doom from Fada, and then a big reaction from the Dire.
They had a, much like what Secret's been doing this whole series, they had the scouting from STSC, so they knew that that play was coming. At least the part with the secondary hero coming in from behind, so it's kind of like a double initiation. But the grab up onto Illidan.
Hook shot in again. They grab Yapzor. They break it up with the cogs. Yapzor goes down first, and now Ace just getting trained around the tree, trying to finish off Illidan. Illidan is low on mana. The mana void's there, and it gets him a double. Secret take this fight, and they're looking to clean up more. It's Nico on the other side. He's got some cogs, but no defensive hook shot. Nowhere to go but a TP, and the Shuriken from downtown will interrupt it. With 0.1 of a second to go, it's Team Secret that take the fight and regain some momentum.
Biggest play of that fight was Doom devouring the creep that the clone was coming in on.
Oh,
Thompson was looking to have his little buddy join with all that damage pumping through, and Doom just says, yeah, no. It was just like last second he saw it. And he was able to end their hopes, because if that thing came in, they were also relatively healthy, and he would have just been standing there with the barrier. No damage thrown up from it, inside of it would have made you like commit a little bit deeper and everything. Could have gone bad for the Radiant.
Puppy.
And now that's a gem. Purchase stuff.
Hoping for a courier snipe. Who's got the gem right now?
It is on the Nyx Assassin.
Okay.
Trying to keep scouting out this Doom. They're going to look for a quick pick with the Scythe here. Tough to do, though. He needs to be like near a wave or something in order for you to actually abuse it with the Tempest double.
Farm, farm, farm. Yeah, Shadow Blade now BKB.
The choice is it?
For Doom, yeah, and Blink, well, queued up for Yapzor, but still pretty far off. This is that part of the game where I think Secret are like, you know, their mentality at this stage is, guys, we had a pretty good mid game. We've got a nice little lead. Let's just farm up the map, get our next round of items, then we'll hit the gas in another 5 or 10 minutes. No reason to force it.
He's doing the Lincolns again.
Really?
It is funny. It's really not a common thing. Many more players going for the Aghanim Scepter, but the regen, I mean the mana burn of the Nyx Assassin.
Oh, Doom out on Illidan to start this fight. Now Fata low on mana. Yapzor again isolated by Nikwa, but telekinesed out of the cogs and uses the Yules to buy himself some time. They do get the kill on Illidan. They trade 1 for 1. On the other side, Jakiro gets brought down after an ice path. So again, it's one of these 4v5 fights. They go 1 for 2, and Ace is split pushing and farming in the top lane. Secret
and track gold.
Getting a lot out of that.
Money.
Yeah, multifaceted victory. So yeah, I would be really curious to pick Ace's brain about why the Lincolns over Ags specifically. I think you get better stats out of the Lincolns and you get more regen. Puppy, he's going to be caught, and it should be another easy kill. Yep. Rolling the dice there, looking for couriers, and sometimes the bear eats you. But that potential to reflect spells with the Ags is pretty darn good. Does the Ags have a shorter cooldown as well, or is it the exact same as Lincoln's?
I believe it's the exact same.
Okay, all right. Yeah, 13 seconds. Okay, I guess I thought Lincoln's was a little bit longer.
Remember, man, Lincoln's used to be such a trash item when you think about Lincoln's how it used to be.
I know, right?
God, that item was actually awful.
Yep.
I don't even remember who used to buy it. Like, it was just Morphling, I think. And, yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, only a couple of heroes that get a lot of value, like Medusa would buy it occasionally. Heroes that get a lot of value out of stats and need regen. We'll see the Jakiro just evaporate as Ace catches him. That's the anti-mage for you once you have Manta. That'll happen.
God. It once had a changelog that was reduced spell block cooldown from 40 to 18. Then increased from 18 to 20.
40.
Even 20 used to feel terrible.
Jesus. 40 is just dumpster tier.
Yeah, but it didn't block a lot of stuff back then.
Oh,
that was a long time ago.
That's true. That's true. You're right. The mechanics have changed quite a bit. Secret, man, just look at this net worth. They do such a good job soaking up farm around the map. Very efficient with their movements, and right now they are just out farming this Dire team, which is surprising because they have an Arc Warden, and normally you think of Arc Warden as that hero that soaks up farm around the map, but you know, they're struggling to maintain map control, maintain vision, and are running out of spaces to farm safely. BKB is now getting completed for Secret. There's a 10-second available on Fata's Doom, so he's feeling pretty aggressive right now. Does get caught in the trees, has some friends nearby. Reaper's Scythe will finish him off. Bites off more than he can chew and writes a check. His ass can't cash. Is now Yapzor initiated on. 4 staff back. SFT looking for more out of this, but Secret with a good spread won't be caught out. All the while, it's Ace up top. He forces a glyph.
This is a familiar scene.
It sure is, but look at this Secret. They're back in. They want to interrupt TPs here. They know what's on the line. They know what Ace can do, and they're going to play this game of chicken where they go in, go out, keep one toe on base, but not commit too much. They get only a little bit of damage on the tower, but even forcing out the glyph is a victory.
It's not often that as a caster you get to watch the same team for like a lot of games in a row or like multiple series and stuff like that, because for the most part you jump around a lot, right? Like you do one best of 3 with a team, but with this being now game 5 of Secret today, at least for me, it's crazy to see just like, so if I'm looking, Secret's on the rating obviously this game. Think about how much time their supports have spent like here, you know? Or like how often they have vision in that area. How often have you seen anything from the Dire here? Now, think about last game when Secret was on the Dire and Yapzor was making these stupid plays in here, like all right next to the Radiant base. And they understand all the time what their enemy is doing. They're just so close to the heart of it all. Even just having vision, like, you don't kill the courier. You see where the courier is going from a base. You know where they are, right?
Yep.
Courier doesn't just fly places by itself. There's got to be a hero there.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
It's crazy.
Double BKBs up, and now Anti-Mage. Another interesting choice. It's the Diffusal. This is the Necro counter.
Dude, now we're talking. Anti-Mage Diffusal. This is like when a Venomancer started buying Orb of Venom.
Uh-oh, it's a real Arc Warden. Fata's found him. He can see the difference. Yapzor comes in. They drop the Doom, and Thompson, he should be going down here. A stolen Reaper's Scythe will ensure his death, and now Illidan, he has no options. Anti-Mage drops the Mana Void, and they kill 2 cores just like that. Necro.
This Arc Warden has no buyback. They need to fight with the Necro.
Absolutely. Here's the Scythe. Fata gets brought down, but Peksu, he'll fall as well. Nikwa with a hook shot in, pops the Blade Mail. Anti-Mage will just blink out. This is dangerous territory for SFT. They are low on buybacks, and a dieback here would be so costly on that Necrophos, but Secret aren't going to force it. There are still 2 Tier 2 towers standing. Ace goes bottom. He'll finish this one off, and the rest of the team, they rotate mid.
Yeah, they can just roach too if they want. It'd be a really good opportunity for it. I think if you can't get the high ground, then yeah, they're all just going to shrine up and go right to roach, it looks like.
Yeah. Doom hanging on to the pack leader's aura right now. The Dire Wolf, or what, the Alpha Dire Wolf. Pretty common at this stage of the game. Buffs up the whole team's damage, but that little Purge creep, also something to keep in mind.
Yep.
What is it? The mini Satyr? Is it the Satyr Banisher?
The Banisher.
Yep. That little guy gets rid of the Ghost Shroud too.
The Purge creep does.
Yeah. It's the Satyr Tormentor or the Banisher. I get them confused.
I can't remember their name, and I can't click on them right now. One of them does, one of them doesn't.
I think the Tormentor does Mana Burn, and the Banisher
you don't want that
Purge.
guy. You want the Purge creep. I have no other name for him. I mean, I still call the other guy, I still call it Frost Armor. I don't know, even though I know that's just wrong. I get these
well,
dumb
his real
things
name
stuck
is
in my
pretty
hand.
close, though. It's Ogre Frost Mage, so the key descriptor is in either or. I think you can get away with that one.
Dude, while I'm looking, do you see me say it? There's a Satyr here, or Centaurs there, Centaurs here, Centaurs here. What happened to this map? Why are there Centaurs everywhere?
Okay, here you go. Banisher has Purge,
Banisher.
but it's the Mind Stealer that has the Mana Burn.
Obviously, it's the Mind Stealer.
Mind
so
Stealer.
Silly. I love the hair on the Mind Stealers, man. You look at that? I mean, that is just nice. That is a thick hair. It goes all the way down to his ass.
Dude, they must take
impressive.
supplements. It's the only explanation. Here we go. Behind the Tier 2, Fata pops the BKB. They go in onto Illidan. Doom up in 3 seconds. Fata going in very deep, trying to find the ideal Doom target. He decides it's Necrophos. Now Nikwa, hook shot in. Secret are in so deep, and it's going to cost them. They lose the Aegis. They lose Fata. Everyone else low on HP. SFT, they have everyone alive. Wow, Secret, they biff it, and now they're trying to get out. Mid one left behind, the Reaper's Scythe, decapitation, and they will throw it away just like that. The tier 2 still standing. That could have worked if Fada had Doom available, but I'm not sure why they forced the issue knowing it was still on cooldown for another 5.
What? Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
the
Doom.
Lie, I was still looking at hair.
The Doom did not come off cooldown until he was like right here in the base next to the tier 3. So he doomed Necro when Necro was standing here. There really wasn't much follow-up that they could do. They were already in deeper than they should have.
Is that guy ever going to stop pinging shrines, dude? Every game. Control himself. And he knows. He's been told.
He's been told.
I'm just going to start pinging shrines soon. Next time, we'll get him. All right. Good grab there by Illidan.
Yep.
So they're firing back. I mean, they're still down the gold. They know they got to fight, though. They got the Arc Warden. Could this be their big chance? Really don't want to buy back on the Venom if they don't have to.
He doesn't have ult as well, although it is up in 23, so that buyback could become worth it. Anti-Mage, yep, he's got the...
Uh-oh.
He's doing the dirty.
That's the rat. They have the glyph.
Ah, that's it. They're back. SFT are going to start to TP. Looks like Ace will just be repelled. He did do a fair bit of damage to that tier 3.
Chasing.
Oh. Hook shot back in. Yapsor. Illidan could be in a lot of trouble. Fata does not have Doom, but he does have the BKB. Yapsor stuck inside of the cogs. Now Puppey joining the party. BKB gets used. They think they can kill Illidan, and they do have the damage. They'll finish him off. Now Ace, he jumps in onto Thompson. They can tell the difference, and they will finish off the Arc Warden. He does have buyback money this time, though. Fata starting to retreat. Niqua on the pursuit. This will be the end of Fata. It's a chaotic fight, and SFT actually come out okay on top of it. They won't be able to push, but they're now in retreat mode. Mid one? Is he going for this? Oh, just falls short.
Man, 1,400 gold for Niqua as he brings down Fada and Yapsor. It's a lot of comeback gold on a hero that desperately needs it. He's trying to build an Aghanim Scepter, so he has more than a single point of impact during these engagements. But I don't know. It's still a very uphill battle. Very good that they were able to win the rest of that fight, because with the Necrophos not having buyback, since they know that he just had to die back.
Yeah.
Could have went for some sort of a push, but it also means he's really poor. Like, mega poor.
So, what is this ultimate orb going to be, do you think? Do you think he's considering Lincoln's at this point?
On the
Necro?
Oh, I was thinking for the, yeah, definitely. I think Arc Warden probably wants a Lincoln's, but he can't afford to. He needs more damage for his team. Necrophos just needs to live. He's going to Scythe. Looks like he wasn't quite sure what he wanted either. He just purchased up the
okay,
the
so it's a
Void
Hex.
Stone.
Yeah.
He's going to get it.
Interesting.
That's a good choice. Some way to catch his AM.
It's, yeah.
Even just hexing Doom would be nice before he gets off his BKB or gets off the Doom.
It's been a little bit of a less popular item recently, always because it's had this nasty buildup, but the cooldown is pretty lengthy. It's sort of like a one fight kind of, one use per fight sort of an item almost. So it's an amazing tool if you can start the fight off to like catch the anti-mage or, you know, break the Lincolns and then have the anti-mage hexed before he can BKB. It's incredible for that, but you have to get that execution, I think. It's an interesting choice. I'm a little surprised to see it, Trent. I'm curious how it'll work out for him. 22 seconds. Okay, so a little shorter than I thought, but still. It's a tough item to use right now.
It just feels bad because of how much better it used to be.
Yeah, maybe that's
Other
true.
than that, it's a good item.
Maybe I'm just caught up in the past, buddy.
Yeah. Those rose-tinted glasses.
I'm happy to be.
You're the kind of guy that would wear rose-tinted glasses out of anyone. I mean, makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. I see what you're saying, pal. Well, here we go. 4 heroes.
I mean, am I wrong?
Nope, not really.
I'm wrong, Andrew.
Not really. Considering I just ordered a 1940s style pea coat off of the internet, I think you're about spot on. That's a true story. That really happened. Fada pops the BKB. Oh, Fada, we've seen this story. We know how it ends. Let's flip it to another page. That's an 8-second BKB charge. They do get the tier 2 tower. Double damage on anti-mage. I guess that's why they really wanted to force it there if they could. But
look at those illusions, though. They just chunked down another 100, almost 200 HP off this tower.
Yeah, that's the really scary thing. Like, even though SFT have made some big plays here and Secret did overextend, it still doesn't change the state of affairs on that front. They don't really have great tools to deal with the split push. I mean, Nyx just isn't really much of a threat to Anti-Mage, and they have some options, but it is difficult. And at some point, they need to play offense. They need to find a way to open up this map, and there's still 2 Tier 2 towers standing. You know, we're at that point. Oh, down bottom, the Tempest double. Okay, never mind.
They actually can't kill the creeps before the clone gets there.
Yeah, that's a little scary. Clone.
Time to buy a Midas.
Disappear.
The value play.
Midas Gaming.
Yeah. A little late for that, sadly, because he's going to have bots too rather soon on the Arc Ward. Not quite yet, but it's almost time to fill those slots.
Sure is. Remember that
Doom's
gem.
nearby as Nick's out to scout. Yeah, they don't have any gem on the Radiant, right? I haven't seen one, and they haven't lost the
Oh,
one
they
on
do.
STST
Puppy's
still.
got one. So both of the mobile wards
yeah.
are carrying gems right now, the Nyx and the Bounty.
Good.
So this is actually kind of interesting. Anti-Mage looking for the Butterfly next. Remember, he's picked up that BKB, so 2 very defensive items. Can they kill it fast enough? Oh, God, that's painful.
A little bit extra money they would have liked, and they're going to smoke up, though. No vision from the Dire. It's interesting, do you have the net worth chart open? Like the little bars with all the names, or the heroes? Look how tiered this game is. There's like AM, then Arc Ward, and then Venodoom, followed by a Necro Clock.
Oh. They jump on the Jakiro. Ace uses his BKB right away. The Jakiro will be the first one to fall. Reaper's Scythe not going to find a kill. Mid one gets off the ultimate. They destroy the Nyx. It's a huge fight for Secret. They've lost some of their cores, but now the buybacks come. It could still be a hold for SFT. Thompson is doomed. I said Thompson. Top Sun is doomed. Jakiro has bought back, rejoined the party. Necro as well. These could be diebacks. The Ice Path buying him some time, but Ace, luckily, he's got the Diffusal Blade, the Hex. It does next to nothing, Trent. Illidan will fall. It's a dieback, and now SFT in big trouble, in dire straits, if you will. Top Sun rejoins the party, brings down Puppy, but they lose the Jakiro. Maybe Anti-Mage could fall as well. The Bloodthorn doing some work. Top Sun just can't
Look how
chase him
much
down.
this hero does with this Bloodthorn. And that's why you can see how this whole fight just happened. Because there's an Arc Warden saying, I'm coming, I'm about to be there. Like, go back in. And what happens? He gets doomed right as he's coming to re-engage back in that fight. And so his whole team just dies because of it.
So
that's all. Oh, they're going to get both gems, actually, with the Courier.
They hold on to Barracks, of course, but you look at this team fight recap, double diebacks. So Jakiro and Necro both bought back, both died again, and it's a 4K net worth swing if we round up. A pretty devastating amount of economic damage. Anti-Mage being the big breadwinner. You saw how much damage he did there. He is now very comfortable in terms of farm, and he's called an audible. He's not going to go for the Butterfly. He's going straight for the big bad Abyssal Blade here, Trent.
Good choice. Thompson rightfully recognizing that he needs a Lincoln Sphere. It is about time. He can't let that happen. It doesn't help you that much during gank situations where there's like this invis bounty or something, because you can plan it out. You can pop the Lincoln, still get a stun, still get the Doom and everything, but it's during those kind of plays where it's just Fata single-handedly winning that secondary engagement by dooming Thompson. That's what it comes down to. And maybe he's not able to like have a Lincoln's popper with him or something like that in that moment.
Well, you can see it, Trent. Lincoln's is a-coming. The game changer.
Probably not, though. Still a very uphill battle. Still a Roshan with the cheese that needs to be grabbed by the Dire if they have any hope, I would think. Try and save this Necrophos.
I think Radiant can probably bring it down whenever they want to. They've also now got the Shivas on Doom. He'll have a pipe shortly after that. So just moving into this more utility-based, beef up a little bit, get some extra slow.
I had a real Slacks idea the other day.
Oh, really?
What if you could put items on Roche? Like, what if your own items could be put on Roche and then he gains their abilities? So you use it against teams that like need to take Roche or something.
So you farm a Radiance, then say, here you go, Roche. You've got Radiance now,
just
buddy.
Drag it into his inventory, dude. Look, he's got cheese and an Aegis. He has a backpack. All right. They're coming. I said it was a Slacks idea. I warned you. That gem is still on the Nyx Assassin.
Oh, the Hex. It does catch mid one, but can they follow this up? The Reaper's Scythe gets returned. He gets off the BKB. A big Poison Nova connects on most of the Dire. Nikwa in pretty deep. Is there any follow-up? Secret only have 4 right now. The Anti-Mage is down bottom. He is going to TP to the Shrine, though.
Again.
And now the cleanup. The Shuriken bouncing all over the place. Top Sun, he gets doomed and brought down. Peksu, they are dropping like flies. Trent, they don't have the buybacks, and Illidan, the one last survivor, will fall. That's the buyback they have. The Arc Warden, he uses it immediately, and now Secret have to decide, do we Roche, do we mid, what do we do? But guaranteed, 2 of these heroes are down without buyback.
I can tell you they know there's a hell of a lot of heroes without buyback at this point. After all the deaths that have been occurring on that dire side, they're probably well aware of the fact that there are none. So there's no reason to go Roche. You go high ground.
Arc Warden, he needs to make one hell of a hold, and he will not. All 5 in the grave, no buybacks, and I think this GG could be brewing any moment here. Another stunning performance from Team Secret as they look to be positioned to take this 3-0. They go straight for the Tier 4 towers, and this will end the series. Buyback now from Rubik for good measure. Very convincing stuff.
Yep, should be some happy Team Secret fans in Hamburg because they are on their way.
GG.
Coming to you, the first Dota 2 major of the competitive season. Team Secret looking to be there. Just completely outclassed, outperformed today, no question. Exceptionally well through the qualifier. Shout out 100% to SFT taking down OG so early and in good fashion, but obviously Team Secret are a class above what they were able to bring today, and they're ready to play at a LAN, man.
Absolutely, a devastating series. Speaks to SFT though. We've gone back to it many a time. A lot of moments where they looked good, a lot of moments to shine, and I think it's a team to keep an eye out for. To make it this far into a major qualifier certainly speaks to their prowess, but well-deserved for Secret, and especially after this, I think many a fan excited to see how they perform on the big stage. Hamburg, when is Hamburg actually? It's not that far away, buddy.
No, it's fairly soon. I don't have the exact dates. Oh, let me take a look here. I'll even look at the calendar for you. I see major is 21st. Is that right? Of October?
Yes, that is right.
Oh, wait, that's the... No, that can't be right.
No, that's it. That's
it's
it.
26th.
Well, okay, it's in that range.
26th to the 29th of
Perfect.
October.
There we go. So, yeah, about a month away. Big time Dota.
And then the first minor is the week before, too, and that's when we just have nonstop events forever. Sounds good, except for that November area. But
yeah, except
surely
for
something exciting will happen. Yeah, that was the one. That's what I was getting to. Yeah, I wasn't there yet. You didn't let me finish.
Sorry, I jumped the gun. I'm too excited.
Sorry to Brax as well. I came to stand in, and we took the whole series.
Well,
it ended.
Sorry, not sorry, but yeah, sorry. Still fun. Thanks for watching, everybody. It was a pleasure to come in and hop in and just cast the grand finals, so hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm Zyori, and he was Trent. You probably recognize him more than me, but it was an absolute pleasure. It was a fun series. Had a great time with you, Trent, and it was some good old-fashioned Dota, man. This wets my whistle a little bit. You know, there have been so many qualifiers, so much Dota to keep up with, but it's this gets me pumped and primed for this upcoming season you were just teasing us with.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain. All right, folks, that's it. We're done. We'll see you guys later.
There are other... Hold on. Oh, one sec. There's other ESL joint Dota qualifiers on, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Want to let them get away without knowing about that.
That's true. Well, I wanted to play Monster Cat, so tell them where it's at, and then we'll probably host.
EG versus VGJ. EG appear to be up 1 game already.
Whoa.
MRP, Franz, casting, ESL_join Dota yellow, which we will host up probably in a few minutes, but head over there now to enjoy it.
All right, folks, that's it. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.